Okay, I've been asked about Anastasia. You know, what is going to happen with that girl that says she's got all this information. So let's get the cards out and look and see what is coming out on that. Can't take the cards out of there. They're cold. They're ice cold. Well, she's wanting to, go forward and make her mark, but, there's definitely some strife there, infighting and things because of what she's said. Okay. She's wanting to have a victory and leave. Okay. Looking across the ocean for help. It's like, somebody help me. She's still looking for somebody to help her with this. Because she's still saying, I've got information. The challenge is getting justice because there's that dark money behind the scenes. She's dealing with these rich oligarchs. Again, the challenge is she wants justice, but there's rich people behind the scenes. She's looking for people to come together with a strong voice to be supportive. Okay, hoping that people will be able to have a strong enough voice that there's enough people speaking out for her. It looks like she's looking for some knight in shining armor to come save her and put her on easy street. She was, that's what happens when you're young and you got all these things and you get involved with these powerful people and think that they're going to help you. She's got hope, again, that there will be somebody coming to her rescue. And this is also, usually this is the card I read for Trump, but in this case I think it's maybe that she's hoping that somebody will be strong, that will be speaking out for her. She's got hope that something's going to turn around for her. We've got the butterflies here, the transformation, that something is going to happen. Okay. But it could also mean, the strength of Trump, that she might be worried about that. She does have, saying she's got information about it. The challenge is she wants to get it out there. This is something that she's carrying, and she's feeling time is getting short. She's really trying to say, look, the challenge is getting somebody to champion her cause. She says, I've got all this information. Okay. Outcome, again, she's hoping that people will, but there's just so many things up in the air that can happen. So many things that can happen with this. I think maybe this is her trying to still stay strong in the midst of all these things, and really in the confusion, not knowing what's going to happen with it. So many things are up in the air. I just think with her, this feeling is this stuff is up in the air. Yeah, she's still in fear. She's being handed something she doesn't want to have, you know. She's in fear of, you know, what might come. And it could be, you know, like if the Russians have a habit of poisoning people. So she's in fear. I would say, yeah, she's in fear for her life, you know. She's in fear. She's hoping, you know, it's like, you know, I'm struggling. I want to get the word out, you know. I wanted somebody to come save me. She's trying to hold on in the midst of this to what she can, and hoping that the wheel turns and that things will work out. But we'll have to see, you know, what is the karma in this. The challenge is she's kind of in desperation now of, you know, and wondering about payoffs. Okay, it looks like she's in desperation and wondering who's paying off whom. Is she going to get justice and have a payout, or is the oligarch going to pay out for her ruin? That could be read either way. Outcome, she's looking for the world, you know, people to come together to make a major change for her, to change the scenarios. I think she's hoping that if enough people in the world are watching, that it won't be as easy for Putin to, or the oligarchs to do away with her, that there would be maybe a big uprising with that. Okay, again, she's looking for something to come forward because she feels like she's got that information. She keeps saying, I've got the information, you know, come forward. Now, is this a fool's idea for her, what she's got, that they don't need it? Or will her information she's got be the end of this saga and the beginning of something new? Again, this could be read a couple of ways. Either she's got your information, but she's just, you know, in a fool's idea to think somebody's going to come to her rescue, because she does really have something to fear about them giving her something she doesn't want. You know, she thought that she could get out of it because she has this information, what she says she has. But, yeah, doesn't look like, yeah, she may be she's tied up. She's tied up with, I don't mean literally tied up, but I mean she's tied up in herself because there are too many rich people that she's pissed off. And we've got, again, Trump, who's over here, that could be putting the kibosh on her getting help here. It could be his guy behind the scenes is not wanting to allow her to help. Okay. Or it could be, let me see if I can do a thing on this, on the political. these cards shove back in here. You know, it could be just too much political dynamite that the maybe FBI, CIA doesn't want to get involved, or maybe they're being constrained from it, or maybe they don't need it, or they think that what she's got is not going to be that helpful. Okay, could be a number of things, but let's look and see if we can get anything. Because this reading's kind of, you know, she wants to help. She's hoping that people are going to come through and stand up, but she's, again, in fear for her life. And I'm sure they're pressuring her and telling her, you better, you know, keep quiet. So, let's see. Maybe let's do this way. Is the FBI, are they interested in what she has to say in the investigation? So maybe let's ask that. Sometimes it's hard to know how to ask the question, you know. Let's see what we get here. Okay. Is the CIA or FBI interested in what she has to say? Do they think it's of value? Does the CIA, FBI think of what Anastasia has to say is of value? Do they think it's of value? The FBI or CIA think what Anastasia has to say is of value. Well, looking into the investigation, you know, they still are looking into the Russian things, and it could be a value. It could be strong what she has to say. But yeah, I think they're being blocked by Republican agenda. I think they're being blocked by Trump's guy in there from doing anything. I think the FBI and CIA is being blocked with it. Okay. Yeah. Overflowing, but information there is overflowing, but this is again another hotbed issue driven by fear. Yeah. Doesn't look good. Yeah, they're being hand tied. They're being told to lay low. They're not. Yeah. Yeah. They'd like to rush in. We got the Knight of Wands twice. They'd like to. Okay, looks like they would like to. You know, they'd like to have her cooperate and make a change to the situation. But them being able to go forward, they're being disarmed in that. So yeah, something behind the scenes. Yeah, I think Trump, and I think the woman with this one might be Putin's thing, that they're, yeah, yeah. They're being handed something that they don't want. Okay. Judgment. Yeah, judgment. She's tied up. Their hands are tied. So it looks like the CIA, FBI might think she's got something of value, but they're being constrained. There's a constraint there that they're not able to act. They're not being able to act. They're being hogtied. They're being hogtied, basically, by Trump, and from acting. Okay. So again, it's another way for him to railroad the investigation. Yeah, behind the scenes, something to do with Putin and Trump, that they are closing off that avenue. Okay. So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you for your question. Let's hope the best for her. Let's hope the cards are wrong, and let's hope the best for her, that for some way they're able to get her out of there and find out what she has to say. Okay, let's hope something opens for that. But again, for now, it looks like they are being hogtied by some constraint somewhere, some manner, that they cannot get a hold of her or help her in this. I'm going to leave this here. Aho. Have a great day.